week. IShowSpeed may have really underestimated how difficult his America tour is gonna be. Will Smith used AI-generated videos of crowds at his concert. There is a horror movie about Jesus Christ coming out this year. A city in Japan is now proposing a 2-hour-a-day limit on mobile phone use. We are covering all of that and so much more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's stop the yapping and let's go! Actually, a little surprise for you. We just got sent this by Simji, all the way from LA. You ready for this, boys? Woo! The NEWSDADDY Empire has a new rug. Look at this bad boy. Come on. That deserves a like and subscribe. But let's stop the yapping and let's get back in. Okay, let's officially kick off this week's roundup with Speed, because he has just started his America tour. And if you guys don't know about this, god damn, it's pretty insane. He announced recently that he is going to be live streaming non-stop, 24 hours a day for 35 days, all while he travels America on a tour bus. Now, if he achieves this and he doesn't quit, and that's a big if because he's already talking about whether he can do this or not on day one, but he would become the first streamer ever to do this. In fact, the first content creator ever to do this. Because yes, there's been marathon streams before and they've been long. In fact, Kai Cenat's Mafiathon 3 stream, that's going to be happening at the same time that Speed is doing this. But there has never been a marathon stream that is non-stop for 35 days, all while streaming IRL and traveling America. And there's a reason why it's never been done, because the production alone is insanely complicated. And not to mention, for the person actually doing this, do you know how much energy this is going to require? And not to mention, it's Speed. So it's probably not going to be a little chill walking around the streets seeing tourist attractions on his travels. He's probably going to get mobbed in the streets. His fans are pretty crazy. He's going to get injured, I imagine, doing backflips. He's going to have to live out of that tour bus and not to mention sleep in it while driving. And he's not going to have any privacy for over a month because there are cameras everywhere. I mean, just when I was researching to do this video, I popped on the stream and I was watching him sleep. It felt sus as hell. And honestly, if every day is going to be like his first day on the stream, I'm going to say it. I reckon there's about a 60 to 70% chance he's going to complete it, because I don't know how you do freaking 35 days of this. He started in Miami, dressed up as George Washington, and then he toured Tom Brady's house, or should I say freaking resort. What the hell was that? That thing is huge. He drove around his Lambo while a professional DJ was mixing in the passenger seat. Apparently he paid her like $100K just for this. He drove around with Rick Ross. He met somebody who owns lemurs and Alex, roll that clip. This clip is hilarious.
Football field, we can measure. We might as well measure. Whoa!
Hey, get your ass off my damn shoulder.
He played football, which is exhausting enough. And then at nighttime, he decided to reveal his tour bus, which he would be spending the next month in. And oh my lord, it's pretty insane. He even had cheerleaders, a drone show, and fireworks for this thing. Honestly, kind of like how we spoke in the last video, creators are doing insane things now. And I mean, he even wrapped up the day by playing FIFA and interacting with the chat, kind of like he was just at home. But after the full day, there were moments when he was rethinking the whole mission on day one.
I'm getting kind of tired. Damn, Chad, do y'all think I can do this?
In fact, it wasn't just, his energy that was being depleted. There was multiple times in the day where he crashed out because there were so many issues with production. And think about how rough the production would be.
Mike, I know the mic is fine right now. That's not the issue, bro. Stop. Bro, mute. I gotta talk to this. Why the f*** is it lagging? Well, I'm me and Tom Brady. Why is it lagging? Why is nobody saying shit? I'm talking to Tom Brady for 10 minutes about his Super Bowl trophies, and ain't nobody saying shit. Production! production.
Oh, they can hear y'all. They can hear y'all. They can hear y'all.
Whatever you're saying, go. Bro, this is so
They can hear y'all. They can hear y'all. Whatever y'all saying. They have that outside mic on. They can hear y'all. Whatever y'all saying.
No, we don't need it on me. What they doing? I don't need the light on me.
Chat, I think I'm about to cancel this shit, chat. I'm gonna be honest, y'all.
Yeah, they f***ed it. They f***ed it. The production f***ed it. Of course they f***ed it. Mute! Oh, I can't, man. This is okay. What a fucking show.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that Speed will grind it out and he will complete the America tour? Because I mean, Brian Trahan, he did 50 states in 50 days, but that wasn't 24 hours live. Like, he did have moments off camera where he could just chill out probably. Or do you guys think that he is severely underestimating how hard this is gonna be and he's gonna quit?
But anyways, I'm not gonna let that down.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments, but moving on. Also this week, we got the first look at probably what's gonna become the most controversial movie of the year. Bro, they are making a Jesus Christ horror film. I mean, come on. 2025 has been crazy enough. Who knows what kind of almighty bad luck this could trigger. And if you thought the headline is crazy, just wait till you hear the plot. It's wild. So it's called The Carpenter's Son. And in the teaser trailer, we realize it's going to be Nick Cage that is going to be playing as Joseph. We're going to have Noah Jupe as Jesus and FKA Twigs as Mary. And instead of following his life and ministry like most Jesus movies do, this one takes a totally different path, a very dark one. In fact, they say that this is going to be a dark reimagining of Jesus. And also, it's not going to be Jesus, the fully grown man. The plot revolves around him and his family in Roman Egypt while he's still a child, and then one day in this story, he discovers his inherent powers, which makes me feel like it's starting to feel like a superhero movie. And according to the film synopsis, as he exercises his own power, the boy, which is referring to Jesus, and his family become the target of horrors, natural and divine. I mean, there are parts of the Bible, I'm not gonna lie, which are pretty damn scary. So it kind of works. Now, in all of this, apparently this leads Jesus to rebel against his guardian, Joseph, which is Nick Cage, and not gonna lie, probably a good one for this. Now, of course, like, elephant in the room, this has caused a lot of backlash online with Christians, and they call it blasphemous and offensive. Some are calling it the most controversial film of the year. But others say that biblical horror is actually exciting, and it's a pretty fresh take on the genre. Now, it is gonna be releasing later this year, and there's not much of the year left, so it's gonna be in the next few months. But yeah, what do you guys think? Is this too far, or you actually get pretty hyped to see it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Moving on. Also this week, you know what I learned? I learned that the TV in the 90s was absolutely unhinged. Now, this monstrosity is called the Butterface Contest, hosted by Howard Stern. And Butterface, as you can probably imagine, crude term, and it's like, this woman has a great body, but her face. Yeah. Somehow this was approved for freaking broadcast television. Unhinged. Now, in this game show, a panel of judges rated women based on who had the best body, but the worst face. And the winner, if you can even call it that, would walk away with the $25,000 cash prize. These women would walk out dressed in a bikini or lingerie with a paper bag over their head. The judges would comment and rate their attractiveness of their body. And then it came time for the big reveal, their face. And when they took off that bag, brutal. The audience would go wild. They would taunt them. Some would even pretend to gag. Bro, imagine! The judges would comment and then rate them on a score of 1 to 10. And like most of these women would just smile and play along because, you know, they were here to get the cash. And to be fair, I guess, you know, these women did know what they were getting into and it was all voluntary. But I mean, still, there is no way this gets approved in 2025. And despite the backlash, the show actually went on for a good few years, all the way into the 2000s. Yeah, I told you, wild. Moving on. And moving on to one of the strangest buses I've ever seen in my life. And it was built in Pakistan. Now, it is known in the country as the triple-decker luxury bus. And to be fair, it's pretty insane. They've converted, the lower luggage section, and they turned that into first-class business cabins, and then they've even fitted that with car doors. And not only do these luxury cabins come with couches, a personal TV, Wi-Fi, and a telephone. I guess you still need that in Pakistan, a telephone. But also, you got your own personal fridge because it'll help you get through the 10-hour plus journey. And Pakistan is super ass hot. And I mean, even the lower class sections are pretty fancy as well. They've got carpeted floors. They've got similar lazy boy chairs, curtains for privacy, and even your own personal TV. Now, I'm not too sure that Ferrari is going to be okay with this one, but they even plastered their logo on the front just for a little bit of luxury. So you know, this is what you're paying for. So I guess the ultimate question is, Pakistan's luxury bus or Speed's tour bus? Which one you taking? Moving on. Also this week, if you use Gmail, you wanna watch out right now. Because Google has just confirmed that most Gmail users must now change their passwords after hackers gained access to data from 2.5 billion users, with a B. Now, it's reported that this hacking group known as Shiny Hunters, a very pleasant name for sinister broke into a Google database by tricking a Google employee into sharing their credentials with them, all the way back in June. What the hell? In fact, Daily Mail described this as the mother of all Google breaches. Damn. But let me tell you something. You don't have to live your life constantly looking over your shoulders anymore, wondering when you're gonna get hacked. In fact, I reckon by the time you change your password, you could probably entirely switch over to a much more secure email provider. My recommendation, you know what it is. Proton Mail. Not only do they use zero access encryption, which means nobody, not even Proton, can see your emails, but they double layered that security by becoming the only encrypted email service in the world to have all their servers in Switzerland, which protects them with some of the strongest privacy laws in the world. And unlike many email providers, Proton doesn't scan your emails or target you with ads. All trackers are blocked by default, so your inbox stays yours. And switching is so easy. With just a few clicks, you can transfer all of your emails, your calendars, your contacts, and the best part, it is free. How does it get any better? So, if you want to move to an email provider that's actually private and free, make sure you use the link that I've pinned in the comments and is in the description, and it will tell Proton that you came from the Empire. Thank me later. Moving on. But before we do, we sacrificial lambs that remind us all to subscribe. Get on the wall, you cheeky. Bro, you know what's crazy? Is that Judah, he's in hospital. The Empire whips people while they're in hospital. They will remain there for eternity to remind you to subscribe to the channel. Damn, that one caused damage. Now, stop the tomfoolery, guys, because I need to announce something serious. It is time. This was the last moment anyone has seen this 22-year-old YouTuber who is trying to film content inside the Duduma waterfalls in India. He was washed away by the strong currents, and authorities have still not found him 5 days later. Next, Will Smith is being accused of posting an AI-generated video of crowds during his tour around America based on a true story. And I mean, at first I was like, no way. But then you actually see the videos. And unless we've got freaking demons in the crowd and we've got footage of them, which I don't think it is, it's AI. What? Now here's the crazy part. You would think that this is to make it appear that there's a bigger crowd than there is, but it's not even that. He is objectively gathering and performing in front of massive crowds. He didn't necessarily need to do this. There were some people which are saying he didn't actually generate the image, he just tried to enhance it using AI. And when I say he, let's be honest, he's not editing his own videos. This is probably someone on his team that doesn't even know about it. But the point is, the internet has run with it now. The titles read, Will Smith himself on CapCut saying, hey, I want more fans, let me AI generate. It's probably not the case. He hasn't commented on the situation yet, but it is what it is. Next! Also, a city in Japan is now proposing new guidelines that would see all of its 70,000 citizens to only use their phone for 2 hours a day. I mean, God forbid a granny just wants to doom scroll in peace, huh? Now, the mayor of this city said that it is to prevent the excess use of devices which cause physical and mental health issues, including sleep problems. Alex doesn't sleep, so he wouldn't relate to that. Now, luckily, this is not like a harsh, like you don't go over 2 hours and get whippings. No, if you go over the 2 hours, it doesn't really matter. You won't face any fines or penalties. These are just guidelines, but still the first of its kind ever. Next, Stuart Smith, the wrestler who was attacked by Roger Jackson. Well, we've got the first pictures of him fully awake, conscious, able to talk, and actually zooming in, his face doesn't even look that bad. I mean, I'm sure his beard took a lot of that impact, and maybe if he shaved it, you'd see some bruising, but I was like, damn. However, his family does say that he has a long road to recovery ahead, and I think we're all going to be very interested to see if he presses charges or not, because now that he's awake, maybe that was the reason that Roger hasn't got arrested. Next, a painting stolen by Nazis over 80 years ago this week has accidentally surfaced. And guess where? Antarctic, no, Argentina. It is just as bad. Now, I say it accidentally surfaced because it was spotted in an ad by a real estate agency. Now, the house that this real estate agency was trying to put on the market is apparently owned by the daughter of an infamous Nazi, and the house is passed down to her. Now, she has not responded to this. She's not made any comments, so we're not sure of that for sure yet, but that's the current theory. What we do know, though, is that the family of the Jewish art dealer who the Nazis stole this painting from, and many more paintings, well, they are now trying to get it back, along with all of the other ones that were stolen from him. Next! Also this week, the world is worried for this 11-year-old girl from Gaza who is famous for her cooking videos. And that is because yesterday she posted a pretty unsettling image on Instagram to her 1.5 million followers, and it just said, goodbye. And that was it. And because there was pretty much no context provided, people have been panicking, wondering the worst. You know, has the worst happened? We don't know, so I'll keep you guys updated on that situation, but thought I'd just inform you. Next, the US Coast Guard made their largest drug bust in history. And authorities say that the amount that they seized was enough to fatally overdose the entire population of Florida. That's millions. Alex, how many millions is that? I think I'm gonna make a guess, 27 million. No, 23 million, something like that. Now, this was worth almost $500 million, and 34 people were detained as a result. My first question, if it's worth that much, what are the government going to do with it now? Are they going to burn it? Are they going to, keep it as a little stashy? We don't know. I'd like to know, though. Next. Also this week, remember we've spoken about what will become the tallest bridge in the world, and I said that I would bungee jump off of it once it's opened? Well, we got one more step forward, because this week it successfully completed its weight-bearing test. Oh, damn. Next. And lastly, bro wasn't capping. Remember the guy who spent 21 years building this miniature model of the entire of New York City? Well, he decided to prove haters wrong, because for the first time, he actually laid out his entire model consisting of over 1 million handmade buildings. And I thought, it was just the 1 million handmade buildings, but then when you actually look at it, he must have created thousands upon thousands of trees too. No wonder this work of art took freaking 21 years. It's 50 foot long, 30 foot wide, which is just over half the size of an NBA court. I'm gonna say it. 21 years well spent. Everyone deserves W's in the chat for bro. And just like that, that's a wrap. You are definitely all caught up with this week's news. It was a long one today. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Thank you as always for your support. It means the world, everyone that watches these videos. Love you all, and I'll see you on Monday.